Santo Domingo is located on the southern edge of the Dominican Republic. This small country sits in the Caribbean on the island of Hispaniola, which it shares with Haiti. Santo Domingo is a city bustling with the life found in most capital cities. It's a place rich with history and surrounded by beautiful beaches. Tucked away a few hours north of the capital city is the Samaná Peninsula, home to several amazing waterfalls. Perhaps the most spectacular is the Salto de Limón. Situated deep in a thick palm forest, this waterfall cascades 150 feet into a large pool of water. These magnificent falls sit high up in the mountains above the small town Limón. Tourism is a major industry here because of these falls. People come from all over the Dominican Republic and the world to explore this tropical paradise. Luis was born and raised in Limón. He grew up taking trips to the falls whenever he could.
When I was 11 years old, I would go to Salto with my cousins to play, to swim, to find fruit, passion fruit, grapefruit, pineapple, and mango. And now I work as a tour guide at the falls. During the high tourist season, almost every morning I head to work. I meet the tourists, saddle up the horses, and hike up to the falls.
Along the trails that take you to the falls, you can find fruits like guanabana, pineapple, mango, and passion fruit. You'll also see native tree species like the once endangered royal palm. The royal palm is now officially protected throughout the Dominican Republic. This means that people can no longer cut these trees down at will. Any harvesting of the royal palm must now be approved prior to cutting. Most of the public trails are maintained and protected by the Association of Community Ecotourism of Salto de Limón, or ACESAL. This organization works with the local entry points, or paradas, where tourists enter the trails that lead to the falls. It costs only a few pesos, or just a few cents, to enter the protected area, and it's well worth the cost. Together, ACESAL and local paradas try to manage the natural resources wisely while providing all visitors with a memorable experience. Being a tour guide is not Luis's only job. During the off-season, you will often find him here at Señor Isidoro's. Isidoro runs his own small organic coffee and cocoa farm. The coffee and cocoa beans have to be planted, picked, dried, roasted, and then packaged for selling.
We sell cocoa and coffee to the tourists here on my property. The tourists like it a lot because it is pure, natural, and prepared in an old Creole way. Because it is pure, the tourists buy a lot of it to take back to their countries.
Luis does a lot of work at home as well, cleaning house or preparing dinner, shopping for groceries, and somehow still finding time to work on the family farm. The family has plantains, yuccas, beans, and bananas on their small plantation. They also have figs. Luis makes juice from the figs so that his grandmother can sell the juice. When Luis does get some time to himself, you'll find him doing what he enjoys most, riding his bike. Luis lives with his grandmother, grandfather, an uncle, 2 brothers, 3 cousins, and Lacey, the family dog. It's a pretty full house and fairly tight quarters, but the family is important here, and they all really enjoy their time together. Grandma spends most of her day preparing the family supper, which is usually eaten around 3 p.m. A typical meal includes pollo guisado, which is chicken cooked in a Creole way, moro, a mix of rice and black beans, and a small salad with a homemade oil dressing. By about 5 p.m., Luis needs to be ready for school. Students here can attend day or night school. Luis likes to go at night so that he can work during the days. Not everyone has to go to school here. It's an individual choice, and Luis tries to make the most of it. He hopes to graduate and get his worker's permit so that he can find a good-paying job in the city. Luis's mother lives in Puerto Rico. He hasn't seen her in about 8 years. He hopes that a job in the city will allow him to make enough money to be able to visit his mother and to buy a motorcycle. While he holds down many jobs, cares for and helps support his family, and attends night school every weekday, he still enjoys many of the things teenagers in America do. Time with friends and family, summer vacation, reading books, and riding his beloved bicycle. His is a busy life, but there is one thing for certain. Luis has a really bright future ahead of him.
Gracias, amigo, y venga, Samaná.